Welcome to another Monday Madness here at Kingdom of Nerds, joined by Brian, Master of None, Red 5, Joe's Doolin, Jedi Johnson, and Dom the Enforcer. What's going on, guys?
What's up?
What's up? Monday.
AOA.
That's it.
It's one of those days. A lot of news going on this weekend today. We're gonna get to some news, some top selling VHS tapes of the year, and of course our Christmas holiday movie picks, favorites towards the end of the show.
It's getting tough.
You got any pickup guys?
So I have a few.
All right.
So this is kind of a redemption for the catastrophe that was my CBCS box opening on Friday. I got some.
Oh, that's right.
In. Yeah, it wasn't very good, admittedly. So I got some stuff in from Mike Mayhew Studios that I sent off. I had them send off to get graded. So here we go. Got 6 slabs in, all 9/8.
Sweet.
We have. I have a couple of these, but this is his limited remark that he did on this Spider-Man, Miles Morales Spider-Man.
Nice.
He only did 50 of these. This is number 7. Got that. I'm a sucker for I collect everything. So a lot of times, whenever he does his very first remark, the first time he does it, I've talked about this before. He'll put a number 1 by it, saying this is the first time. So same comic book, but he did a little lightning remark on this one. It's number 1, 9/8.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
This is creating a little bit of a dilemma for me. I'll talk about in a minute. Miles Morales Spider-Man 25 with the Mayhew Spiderweb Spider. It's a number 1 as well. 9/8.
Nice. I think Mayhew might be his favorite artist.
He's one of them. Yeah, I'm kind of drifting away from Mayhew a little bit.
Trying to push him into Zerdy.
Yeah, no, I'm going willingly into Zerdy. So this is a 9/8 Mandalorian number. What is this? Season 2, number 3. This is another one of his limited remarks that he did, 5 of 50. And another one. This is got another one, 9/8. This has got first time he did the Bo-Katan Mandalorian helmet on this comic. So it's got a
damn. Bo-Katan.
And then lastly, same comic, 9/8. This is what he calls his logo, or I call it his Star Wars signature. He does it like that. You don't see him do this very often. I've got 2 of these. You don't see these come up very often that he actually does this. So I picked it up, 9/8.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
So the dilemma is, and I'll turn so I put all of his number 1s up on. I have a wall space for it over here.
Oh,
you can see it. I put up, but
you're
now
running out of room.
I'm out of room now, so I don't know how I'm going to
Behind you. Take the
do
picture
that.
off.
Yeah, I have to. I don't know. They're all 9/8 except for one. The Mandalorian season 1, number 3 is a 9/6. It has the mythosaur on it, but it's a 9/6. But that's probably a comic is probably worth more than all the others combined, since it's the first appearance of the what's it, Forger or whatever her name is.
the Forger.
So yeah, what's her name? What's her name, Don?
Which one?
The Forger.
Wait, Jen?
The Forger.
The armorer.
Their armor.
Armor. Thank you. Armor.
Forger, like Forger.
Yeah. I'm not on the Star Wars show anymore, so I don't remember the shit.
I don't blame you.
It's not Star Trek.
That's all I got.
Go ahead, Joe. You got
All
anything?
right. I'm gonna show. This is half of my pickups that I got. So
I thought I got a lot of pickups.
Blackout Bombshell. It's just a great cover. Finally got in my Basic Instincts. can never pass up Satana.
Yeah, it's a good cover. I like the cover.
Barbaric. Birds of Prey. Yoink. Some more Barbaric. The one shot.
That Barbaric was a fun read.
Yeah, it's good. This little piggy. Love the cover.
Wink, wink.
Finally got that in.
When I first saw that, I saw you throw that up on IG. I thought it was the Virgin. I was gonna get like super.
Yeah. The Danny cover.
What?
And
What? This is pig? He thought the pig was a virgin.
Yeah, now I'm jealous of the pig. Yeah.
good bit of Conan, as always. Whoa.
Oh, God. You buy
What
every
happened?
cover.
There's the blank. Trade. Virgin. Foil. Virgin. And Lovitz. Crave. Great covers.
That was pretty good too.
Mercy Sparks.
You're gonna get
Mendoza doing a Lady
repeated
Death
motion
cover.
there.
And of course, I had to get my Sonias.
Did she get a boob job since the last issue?
I probably did.
Oh no, that's just Cho. Cho like them thick, like I do. So, that's half of what I got. The other half's on IG reels, and I can't stack something that large near here without them all falling over. So that's what you got.
Nice. Anybody else?
I got one little thing. Just got a package from Entertainment Earth.
Uh-oh.
Is it open? Oh,
Yeah, it's open. I opened it already.
Oh my God.
He opens up on here, but not on your show.
I know.
Hey, I'm
I
trying.
think he does it out of spite on our show.
we like watching them fight with boxes.
Yeah, I hate. Well, back in the day, when I didn't have an opener that opened the boxes, that was the funniest. And Jedi would be like, "You get a damn? Can someone please give him a damn opener?" That was the funniest.
I finally went out on it, pleaded for somebody to get him a box opener. He was using spoons, keys.
I'm a box opener. I carry a knife with me at all times. Just have a knife.
I got
Oh.
these. Well, the retro.
Tom, you already have those, dude. I know you have
I
those.
didn't have this. Didn't have the Boba Fett Dune C.
Wait, isn't that the show you hate?
No. Well, Boba Fett. I like Boba Fett. The show.
Okay.
It's the show he hates to love.
It's not the toys' fault.
That's toys that is there. I got two of them. That's it.
Nice.
That's all I really get.
I can't keep up, Dom. I could swear you had those already, but
And I have no pickups this week.
Really?
What's
Wow.
I know. So I think we should
Because
just
you bought all the
roll
comic books last week.
I know, right?
through.
it's gonna be a short show today.
Let's get into the news, guys. Joe is 5% off all adult comic sales. I carry a knife to fight off cannibal hillbillies.
You got to carry something. That and a poking stick.
First up, take a look at the box office. Wonka came in with 39 million domestically. Hunger Games still holding up 5.8, and it hit. I think it hit streaming today. Video on demand.
That's impressive. Hunger Games.
Boy and the Heron dropped to third with 5.1. Godzilla -1, another 4.8 million. And Trolls Band Together.
Troll's still in there?
Yeah, Trolls is still there.
That's
I'm impressed by Hunger Games hanging on to number 2. It's been number 2. What seems like 4 weeks, maybe.
It quietly has
number 2 at
passed 300
5.8 million. It's the numbers aren't that astounding.
Trolls too. I think Trolls dropped a little bit from last week, but still hanging in there.
Yeah, I think Hunger Games has quietly eked past 300 million worldwide.
I'm the most impressed by The Boy and the Heron. I saw the trailer for it. It looks fantastic, but Japanese movies like that,
Hey, mama.
animated, making that kind of money
So what
in the theater is
So
impressive.
what are we thinking about Wonka pulling a measly 39 mil, because we beat up other movies for pulling less than
Wow,
45.
that's 39 million domestic. I was ready
Right.
for that. Wonka will need legs as it sports a reported $125 million budget before marketing costs, combined with 112 million gross from overseas markets over the past 2 weeks. Wonka has a running global total of 151 million. International is loving this movie more than domestic.
Well, also, this past week is known as one of the shittiest movie weeks in terms of box office. So, come next week, all the kids are going to be off school, stuff like that. People be on, home for breaks and vacation. So, I think you'll get some better numbers out of it. I think. Come next week.
It's been getting a lot of positive word of mouth, so it might have legs through the holidays, probably.
That's done by the guy who did Paddington. Paddington was fantastic.
Have you seen it yet, Bruce? You said you were going to see it.
No, I didn't get a chance. I'll probably see it this week sometime. I was too busy shopping.
I won't see it in the theaters because I don't leave my compound, but we'll see when it comes on streaming.
Yeah, Bruce was putting up some pictures of him in a like the mall or something.
Oh yeah, I was everywhere. Tape hunting, everything. A couple of my videos hit like 1,000 views. Bastards. I wish they would subscribe.
Hey.
Next up, Modern Horror Comics master James Tynion has a new scare fair for 2024. This time, a 3-issue miniseries for upstart publisher Distillery. The creator of acclaimed and best-selling comic Something's Killing the Children, A Nice House on the Lake, is teaming with Christian Ward. I love Christian Ward, the writer-artist behind the current Batman miniseries Batman City of Madness, for a Spectre graph described as a ghost story steeped in the decay of a century of capitalism. Love Tynion's work.
I love Tynion's work. I love Distillery's work so far. It's been beautiful stuff. I like it so much it forced me to go buy magazine size bags and boards.
I think that's what's stopping me from buying them, because I don't know. I don't like the oversized magazine size when it comes to comics. I have
They're
a few.
Beautiful, though. They're really beautiful. They're really well put together and nice.
I wonder if anybody's graded any yet. I would love to see what is the census on those books. Any of them hit 10s?
Yeah, I'm trying to think what even would have been. I mean, outside of the Devil's Cut, because some just came out not that long ago, so people might be getting them back now, but I don't know.
Compound Joe, illegal moonshine distillery.
I may have to give one of these indie horror comics another try. I stopped reading them. I used to read them all the time back in probably right before the pandemic. In those years, Image had a lot of them. The Nailbiter, Witches, and I was always disappointed in the endings. So I kind of stopped reading, but maybe I need to give it another shot.
The problem with indie horror books is, or indies in general, is they can go 1-2 issues, then the next issue isn't until like 3 or 4 months later. So a lot of people lose interest in them.
Well, I always feel like the endings are rushed for some reason. Like they need to wrap it up and they just rush the ending, and it just seems rushed and just not well done, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But maybe give it another shot. Who knows?
I don't know. Kind of most of the horror stuff that's been coming out has been more anthology style, so kind of one-offs. But I don't know. I'm really enjoying. I've been reading the first issue of this of Bloodrick. It is a beautiful, beautiful book from Image. If you're kind of a Conan-esque type fan, it's beautifully drawn, and it's very unique for a book the way they laid it out.
Nice. Next up, speaking of crazy people in bunkers, Mark Zuckerberg is reportedly building a massive $100 million compound in Hawaii with an underground bunker, escape
Smart
hatch,
man.
and a blast-resistant door.
Hey,
Yes,
Jedi,
smart man.
You know he's doing next to you.
You people think I'm crazy.
He may be right underneath me right now. I have no
Exactly.
idea.
Listen, let me tell you something. Well, check this out. I was actually
Is that
watching,
considered meta?
well, I don't know. All I know is he knows something is going to happen, so he's prepared. Doomsday.
Well, we all know it's Maui is probably where he's doing it because he's probably bought up all that land after it caught on
Neptune
fire.
fires, yeah.
But the lasers from space.
Lasers from the sky.
Doesn't that seem to be a weird place to build something underground, Hawaii?
I was thinking the same thing. I mean, Hawaii does. I mean, I don't know if it's
Volcanic.
not really. Not that it's built on a fault line, but it's certainly an active volcano. So shit can happen.
Yeah, I mean, you're relatively close to sea level, I would think.
I guess he figures if there's a zombie apocalypse, it'll be hard for the zombies to get there.
Did you see the only question nobody's really asking is like, what does Mark Zuckerberg know that we don't?
I know he's not going to build. I know he's not going to build it in Hawaii.
First off, well,
This is
think
fake.
about it. Think about it. If you're not building on the main island or where any type of military infrastructure is, which there are islands there that don't have military infrastructure, it's almost perfect. In case we happen to go to World War III. So I'm just saying, what does he know that we don't, as to why he's building this sweet ass bunker?
I think
I'm
AOA
jealous.
has it right. He should be in a hollowed out volcano like a true villain.
Well, listen. the
Dr.
same-
Evil.
What's his name?
A shark
Bill
tank with
Gates.
lasers on their head.
Bill Gates has a bunker too.
Bill
Somewhere.
Gates owns more farmland than anybody else in the U.S.
So
Well, I don't understand because you have some of these eccentric millionaires trying to get to outer space, and you got him digging holes in the earth. So whatever they know seems to be conflicting. So I don't know. Are they both
It's all-
right?
It's all a disinfo
think about it.
operation.
Like,
he's not going to build
think
it
about
there.
it because you have to have, you have to have the stateside people that are going to live on Earth, and then you got to have the people who live up on the space station. And that's how it works, guys.
well,
Come on
listen.
now.
There was
Wasn't there a TV show that was like that, the 100 or some shit like that?
There was a
Yeah.
report
Elysium.
a long
Yeah.
time ago about that scientists were trying to find a place in the ocean to build a
Atlantis?
suitable living to the ocean, and then they stopped abruptly and said, "You know what? Let's go to space." So obviously, there's something that's gonna happen.
I remember you sending me that IG video, Dom.
Yeah.
Can someone please teach Zuckerberg that when you edit a picture, there's the option for temperature to not have that cold blue sterile
looks like a lizard
filter on
person.
every picture.
Add a little warmth
It looks
to
like
it.
The lizard people. If you look at it, look at this picture, right?
I don't
Let
want to
your
look
eyes
at it.
get
He's
a little-
looking into my soul. I don't want
Yeah.
to.
Well, look at him.
You have a
When you
soul?
make your eyes get blurry. He looks like a lizard
Sometimes.
person.
He basically built a $100 million treehouse underground. I mean,
I mean,
Wouldn't
when you
we
have
all?
that, when you have that much money, why wouldn't you?
yeah, I mean,
why
we all
wouldn't you
would.
just
if
say,
we were
"Fuck it"?
billionaires.
That's 100 million is nothing to him in terms of the amount of money that he has. He can build it and be like, "Fuck it, I might never set foot in it, but who cares? I have it."
Have you guys seen the show Silo on Apple TV?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sticks is a big fan of that.
Yeah,
I just
this
watched
is
it.
one-
I binged it
This got
yesterday.
me into it.
Well, 2 days I watched. So good.
I was bitching. It sucked about the first 2 or 3 episodes, and then I got hooked. Like
I
it got.
was
good.
so mad when it ended. I was like, "Fuck no!"
There's a season 2. I think I googled it. I think there is going to be a season 2.
Yep.
There has to be.
Yeah, there has to be the way it ended.
Yeah.
If for people who haven't seen Silo, it's about 10,000 people living in a silo that goes underground, of course, and they can't remember. They've been there 140 years, and
A
there's no
missile
history
silo.
books. There's no history of why they're there. No one can remember why they're there or what happened to cause them to go underground. It's a great show. Great mystery.
That's only
It is
like
a good
2
show.
generations. How could they possibly forget after 2 generations? You said 140 years?
Yeah, 140 years. Right,
That
Jetta?
was-
140?
I don't. It's a long time. I don't know. There's no one living that remembers because they've destroyed some. At some point, they destroyed all the history, and no one knows anything. So, yeah, I don't
No
know
one's
how many
allowed to go
generations have
outside.
passed.
Hmm.
Well, you hear something funny? So when Sticks first started telling me about this, is how stupid I am sometimes. When Sticks told me first that they were living in a silo, it didn't even dawn on me that it was a missile silo. I thought it was like
You thought they were living in a grain silo?
silo. I was like, what the fuck?
They've
They're not gonna be
dug
stupid,
further
but-
down because it takes them like a day or a day and a half to walk from the top of the silo to the bottom. They're not allowed to have elevators and lifts for some reason, which
Yeah,
I didn't
no
understand that.
technology, no cameras, no recording devices. It's
Yep.
all outlawed.
No magnifying glasses.
Interesting.
You have to get
Birds.
permission to have children. Silo incest must be insane.
True.
Yeah, it doesn't really talk about that part.
Yeah, you think about it. They're sleeping with each other. Generations and generations.
They're all going to
Yeah.
look like Prince Harry.
No.
They're all going to look like Mark
Gingers.
Zuckerberg.
They're all going to be gingers.
No.
Hemophiliacs.
Stop. We're not in UK. Not acceptable here. Well, in the South it is. Maybe Alabama. Next up, after a year after Amazon Studios announced they plan to start a universe of Warhammer programming produced by and starring Henry Cavill. God, he's hot. Games Workshop has confirmed it has signed a full agreement contract with Amazon, and the next stage can begin.
Cool.
So all those Warhammer fans, Warhammer universe is coming to Amazon in a cinematic universe. I love how everybody has
start-
a universe now. Get one
Yeah.
film out first, please.
Yeah,
People are gonna start making a killing off those little painted figures.
Dude,
Tired of everything
Warhammer is. If you haven't I'm not telling anybody to get into Warhammer because
No,
apparently
don't do it. Don't do it.
It sucks you in big time. But if there's some people that go to my LCS that are into Warhammer, and those guys are in it. I mean, that's all they think and talk about is Warhammer.
Yeah, I was looking into the novels. I was gonna get some of the books, and then I realized there's like 3,000 books. So I completely
Yeah.
passed on that.
And the games are like, I think most of them are like, what are they? RPGs. There's a few first-person shooters. I know there's a new one coming for PS5 and the new systems next year, I believe. Space Marines.
The owner of my LCS is like, dude, you need to stop. You need to stop with comics and get into Warhammer. And I'm like, you realize you
Yeah,
own
right.
an LC, you run an LC, comic book store.
Was
But
he
he's like,
hitting on? Was he
but he
hitting on
also
you?
sells-
Is that a pickup line?
I don't know. It could be.
Don't play with
He
my
also-
Warhammer.
But he sells Warhammer.
Is that
stuff
a-
too. Like,
Is that a Warhammer in your pocket?
Are you happy to see me? I'd say a good 25% of his store has suddenly become Warhammer figures
Wow.
and whatever. It's
I know a lot of the LCSs here. They make a lot of money letting these guys have tournaments up on Saturdays and Sundays with the Warhammer stuff.
yeah. On it's a tiny little LCS, but on weekends, like you said, they'll push all the display tables to the wall, and they'll open up the center and set up tables and hammer
only
each
table-
other.
The only table I'm going to say I have to play a game is Risk.
Oh.
Maybe that's about all.
Warhammer is Cavill's nickname for his hammer.
Mjolnir. Mjolnir.
No Warhammer till the third day. That's comment tonight. I need a little clip for some great
Yeah,
comments.
yeah.
Not a bell.
Mama knows. Mama knows.
No
She allows
bell.
it on the first date.
But I'm looking forward to this. I just saw. Did you guys see the trailer for Argyle?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty
Oh,
good.
the where she's writing the book.
Guy Ritchie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starring Henry Cavill.
I love
Um,
Guy Ritchie. I don't know how. I don't know. I haven't been disappointed by his movies recently, but I don't know.
I thought
Looked
does
okay.
it look like a spy comedy to you, or was it just
Yeah.
me?
It's
No, it's definitely.
it's not the type of Guy Ritchie movie I would prefer, but
It's got Bryce Howard.
Sticks
Well, I
wants to
finally got
skip
through that Exorcist movie, by the way. If anybody cares.
just you sleeping with the lights on now.
That first night, dude, I ain't gonna lie. That first night, I had some weird dreams. I'm not gonna lie.
It was disturbing. It was disturbing.
I want
but,
more.
Yeah, I don't.
It
I
did
don't know.
not end. I tell you
Can
what,
we say spoilers?
Yeah, go ahead. It's been up for a
because-
while.
Because after Ellen Burstyn complained about the patriarchy keeping her out of the room, I didn't mind seeing her get popped in the eyes later on in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was
the
a
dumbest fucking line in the whole movie.
that was a shot at
I
the
feel-
Catholic Church. And
Yeah, well, I know, but it made no sense whatsoever. It was a stupid fucking
The
line.
ending, man. The
Just like
ending
the Catholic
kinda
Church.
sucks, dude.
Hmm.
The ending kind of sucks. That one
yeah,
poor
it was
girl,
all
man.
right for the ending.
Oh, it's supposed to be a trilogy, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
It'll be a
I didn't know
trilogy.
that.
Yeah.
And
So,
then they're gonna
okay.
a TV show, I believe.
So they're gonna
The-
save her soul.
The TV show that they had, what was it, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, was actually pretty good with Gina Davis. The first season of that was actually pretty good. The second season was awful, and then they canceled it.
I tell you, I'm kind of sick of saying it's a trilogy too. I'm kind of sad that it is a to learn it is a trilogy because the ending it sucked, but that kind of made it good. Kind of like, damn, the ending just sticks with you, man. You think about it for like. Now I'm thinking about it again.
He's gonna have nightmares.
You're gonna have to
Uh-uh.
get nightlight in the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm gonna ship you out a nightlight.
All right, Sticks is being the ultimate nerd tonight. Can we skip to
Why
the
is
third
it-
day if I roll a 20 on his triple-sided die?
Why isn't Sticks on here?
Yes, he has stuff to do.
Yeah, but it's stuff to do, but he's in the chat. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Thanks
different
a
though.
lot.
You can do your stuff and text on your phone. You don't have to sit in front of a camera. So
That's like when I work at work and I'm on the Instagram and I'm sending a video.
Yeah, we know, Dom. We know.
we know.
I
He's
have-
busy
I have-
building it. He's busy building a 2-scale TARDIS in his.
It takes me like two hours just to scroll through the chat just to find pics because of your reels.
Dom infiltrates a chat room, so we have to make another chat room for business, and then slowly Dom will infiltrate that chat room to where it's nothing but ideas. So
And then we can
you
go back
can't
to
get
the
away
original
from
one.
it.
I should do that. Make a room just for pics and ideas.
Don't do any good.
You have to make a
Next thing-
no Dom room.
dancing Boba Fett's all day. Next up, Pinky Blinders spinoff. 2 Pinky Blinders spinoff reportedly in works at Netflix. One
Is
takes
it
place
Pinky
in
or-
Boston,
Peaky.
decades after the original series. The second focuses on Polly. Pinky Blinders, amazing show. You haven't seen it? It's on Netflix. I think it's 8 seasons.
Yeah,
7, 8
that's
seasons.
another show I wanted to get into, but I feel like it's too big of a commitment at this point.
It's good. I mean, it's based on real events.
Yeah.
Initially, I mean, they did exist, but I don't know where these spin-offs are going.
Yeah, I don't know. I probably watched the first 5 seasons.
I did.
After a while, it was good, but after a while, it's just like, okay, what are we doing here?
Yeah, stuff like that seems to. I don't know. I like when they just kind of know the story they want to tell and run it, but then something gets popular and then they feel they need to do more and more seasons.
Yeah, it's funny though. We complain when they cancel shows after 2 seasons, but a good show goes for 6 or 7. Like,
You know,
well, they just
sometimes a
ended
good show
already?
doesn't need to go for 6 or 7. Sometimes a good show just needs to go for 5. It needs to tell its story.
Supernatural had 14.
15.
And,
Oh, 15, my bad.
15, Supernatural was fantastic. Some
Yeah, it was.
Some can do that. Others
Yep.
outlive their prime sometimes.
I love Supernatural, but
16.
at times it was just the same season over and over again.
It was, but I still enjoyed it.
How many
That
times
is
did they
background
die
music.
and come back?
I need to watch The Fall of the House of Usher. Joe says it's great. All my buddies back from high school, we have a little chat room. They say it's great, and I watched the preview or the trailer for it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I can get into this.
I'm sorry. Skip it first and start watching Fargo, for God's sakes. I'm going to plug this goddamn show
my
every
God,
week.
there's another one.
The most
But
recent
Fargo's
season-
got like 20 seasons, dude. I don't know. If I
No,
can
just
get into
they're all standalone seasons. So you
Oh,
don't have
okay.
to have any backstory or anything. But the most current season, there's only about 5-6 episodes in,
What?
is absolutely phenomenal.
Mama Bear, are you serious? They're working on another Supernatural. They're bringing it back.
What? I'll be happy if
Is that
they
what she's
brought it
saying?
back.
She says 15 and working on another season. Is that? I'm gullible, Mama Bear. Don't.
I was disappointed
Don't
they
tease me.
canceled the Winchesters. I actually didn't mind the Winchesters. I know it was a little cheesy, but
But didn't they do that spin-off or something, or the prequel?
The Winchesters.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Winchesters.
yeah. It
I
wasn't
watched
that
like 3
great.
episodes.
It wasn't that great, but it was just like Supernatural. You need to watch it for a while and hope it hits its stride.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as they bring Dean back to life, I mean, I'm good. Give us 20 more seasons.
Supernatural peaked when they did the Japanese game show.
That was funny. That was some
Yeah,
classic
I
episode,
just-
the Scooby Doo episode.
That was so
Oh,
funny.
man.
The guy that plays Crowley just had a massive, massive heart attack.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they saved him, but man, he had was close to it. He had like almost like a 98% blockage or something like that, and yeah, it was bad.
Wow. Have you guys seen Texas Ranger starring what's his
Oh
name?
yeah, I watched The Walker with Sam. Yeah.
Padalecki.
Yes,
Padalecki.
it's
Yeah.
I would like to say it was good. I watched however many seasons they've had of it, because they've had at least 2 seasons.
Yeah, it was one of the few shows that got renewed.
It's not great, but it was watchable.
Okay.
Apparently, they are thinking about making a 16th season or a miniseries.
Just do a movie.
Don't do either. They
Yeah.
ended it. It was the way it ended. It ended. I should just leave well enough alone.
Next up, One Piece is getting a remake. This project is set to reanimate One Piece East Blue Saga for modern anime touch. Despite 25-year journey, the TV series remains vibrant and active. Our aim is to showcase Luffy's adventures with a fresh and nostalgic approach. This is just a money grab.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it the first time. I'm not gonna watch
What
it
did all that
redone.
mean? You read
I
all
don't-
that.
I don't know what it
even
means either.
They're doing the East Blue Saga from the original, was it first couple of seasons, I believe. They were doing it
Does
with
that mean I could just
updated-
watch that and not need to go back and watch the other 20 seasons?
Or you don't have to watch any of it.
Oh, you can just watch the
That's the approach I've taken.
the live action. Watch the live action.
I guess that's what I'll
They're
do.
doing it as a miniseries or as a live action. What is?
This is a it's being done by
Like a
a
movie?
different anime house.
Okay.
So it's going to be a different style of animation compared to what it is now.
Gotcha.
Yeah, for all your One Piece fans. Definitely not on this panel.
I like the live action.
A new X-Files series is confirmed to be happening, developed by Ryan Coogler.
On Disney.
It'll probably be on Disney
Still-
Plus. If they all
Still don't-
Fox.
Yeah.
At the risk
Sound
of
like
getting
what they did the
thrown off
last
the
two.
channel, at the risk of getting thrown off this panel, I don't think I've ever watched a complete episode of X-Files ever.
Oh, I love the X-Files.
Really?
It was a great fucking show.
What-
I even loved the Lone Gunman, the spinoff show. It
My
was-
brother was a big X-Files fan. He
It was a spin-off show?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lone Gunman.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
I think I watched.
I just didn't get.
First few
I didn't get how
seasons.
two volumes ago or two whatever they were doing. Like Mulder was dying. He was pretty much almost dead at the end. There was a cliffhanger, and then they ended it, and then they brought it back again,
He was
and
okay.
he was fine,
Yeah.
and they never even addressed it.
Yeah.
I just love Gillian Anderson. I just love Gillian Anderson. That's all I'm gonna say.
They had the X-File comic in IDW. They had the crossover, and the Lone Gunman were like doing like the bulletin, the paper, like the IDW comics.
Disney will
No,
water
watch,
down X-Files.
if you like Gillian Anderson, just watch what's it? Sex Education on Netflix.
Oh, that show is so good.
Is she in there?
It is
Yeah.
pretty good.
She is so hot in Hannibal. It's retarded. It's insane.
That's one of those shows I started watching, and I was like, because I was like, it's actually pretty good. And I just kept watching it.
She's the one of the few people in Hollywood that will say how long ago did X-Files end? At least 20 years ago, more. I guess it would more 30. That she is so much hotter than she was when she was in X-Files. It's insane. 30 years later.
Yeah, the newest Doctor is from Sex Education. Doctor Who.
Doctor what?
No, if only I watched Doctor Who, I would know what you're talking about.
These guys. I gotta find new panelist. Next up,
He's got like his magical pen or whatever it is.
it's a sonic screwdriver. Jeez, read up. A Wednesday spinoff focused on Uncle Fester is being discussed.
Oh, that's
Netflix is said to be eager to establish an Addams Family universe.
Hey, another universe.
Why? Because there's only one person that made that show.
Hey, listen. Why did somebody start talking about making a galaxy? The universe. Galaxy.
So, I just don't. I don't.
We
see
need a
why
Thing
everything
show.
has to be a property.
Cousin It.
Yeah, there you go. Bring in Cousin It and all the little it's.
I can see a Addams Family show taking off if it's in the same style as Wednesday.
Yeah, I always wanted. They would never do it, but I would always love to see the origin of Thing. Like, whose hand is that? I just want to know.
Before he was just a hand.
Yeah.
Behind the story with the Thing.
Exactly.
With Ed.
I really, I mean, I thought this show was really good. Even I'm not a big Catherine Zeta-Jones fan, but I thought she did a pretty good job as Morticia in this thing, actually.
Yeah, Wednesday was great.
And Fred Armisen as Fester
a
was
lot of fun.
gold. I agree with AOA.
Yeah. No, Wednesday was pretty good.
I got tired of seeing the dancing on my feeds every time I clicked on
Yeah.
Instagram and Twitter.
Lady
I wonder if
Gaga.
they'll try to recreate that fad or
The Mamushka.
like.
Yeah.
Next up, actor Alan Richardson wants to play Batman in James Gunn's DCU. Good idea, bad idea. What do you guys think?
Great idea.
I love me some Reacher.
He's
I did
good.
too. This guy's probably this is my man. This is probably my man crush right here. Is this guy? This guy is freaking cool.
Never even heard of him.
I love them as Hawk. I
The
love him as
Thad.
Reacher.
He's the Thad. He'll always be the Thad to me. Always.
I know. Let me see that condom.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, he
Never even heard
plays
of this
on.
guy.
He was on Titans, and then
My
he's
quarterback ain't
currently
gonna get-
Reacher.
I thought he was
Reacher.
he was one of the best part of Titans. I enjoyed him.
He was.
And if you haven't seen what was that movie? Blood. The one the series I told you where they drive the car.
Jedi, he's all giddy talking about him.
We love that
This
movie.
guy's one of my favorite actors, dude.
Yeah.
He's freaking cool.
Reacher's fun show.
I can see him playing Batman. I don't know. It will be a toss up between him and
Just cover up
Jensen-
the half top of his face, the top half of his face. He looks like Batman.
Jensen Ackles, or him play Batman. Dean
Yeah.
Winchester playing Batman. That's my
He
choice.
can do it.
What about him playing Bane?
I don't know.
I think he would nail Batman. He would nail. Now the
I'm
nail.
pretty sure he
Batman.
would.
Not nail him.
the
Little.
Bruce Wayne piece of it. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, it's so hard. When they cast all these people for Batman, it's like they're either really good as Batman and awful as Bruce Wayne,
yeah.
or really good as Bruce Wayne and awful as Batman. It's very hard to find one that's good in both roles.
Michael Keaton did it.
Yes, it did.
Yeah,
Eh.
he's the best.
If you guys say so.
Yeah, he is.
Do not knock Michael Keaton in my presence. The man is a
I just
legend.
did.
Man is a legend.
Oh, let me stand here as Batman and not move my neck.
Blame it on
That's back
Tim.
in the
What's the
freaking
worst
80s, man.
Batman
They didn't have
costume?
all these. They didn't have all these flexible like muscle suits like they do nowadays. Where you can just
Hey, Michelle
Well,
Pfeiffer had
he
a
don't even
flexible
need a muscle
suit.
This dude is.
she wasn't buffed up though.
Neither was Keaton.
Anyway,
Yeah, listen. Every time I see Michael Keaton, I keep
he had his
seeing
bat
Batman
six
this
pack.
way.
The backpack.
He had his backpack.
You keep seeing what, Dom?
Johnny Dangerously.
Yeah.
Movie with Joe Piscopo. He was the gangster. The comedy.
Yeah, I agree with Wamba over here.
It's killing me. I can't think of the name of the show now.
Beetlejuice. Keaton equals McDonald's.
Damn, Blood Drive. I keep forgetting the name. That's a perfect name too. Blood Drive.
Where's it shrinking at, you know?
Hey, Jedi. So if I was to come over, you got a poster of him up on the wall.
What?
Of Alan Richardson.
Yeah.
Richardson.
No, he got a poster of Tom Cruise on the wall. Come on, don't be silly.
Well, that's his next man crush. He said he got a poster up there. You have to,
Cocktail
Yeah.
Tom Shirt.
Yeah.
Tom-
He has two- he has
if I
two
did, it would
cutouts.
be the Thad. It would be
Yeah.
it would be him as the Thad if I did.
He has two cutouts. He has Richardson, and then he has Tom Cruise, who's sitting on Richardson's shoulder. They're both life size.
Yeah, right in the middle.
It's just
Next.
wrong. Jeez. Next up, James Gunn posting on his Thread account revealed how amazed he was to see so much uproar over whether Superman should sport trunks or what color trunks the last son of Krypton should be wearing in Legacy. According to Gunn, the pleading over Superman's wardrobe surprised him. You wouldn't believe the amount of pleading and upset fans I get based around trunks messages. Trunks or no trunks, to me, not the most important aspect of Superman or his story, but so many strong feelings. Does
You
it
have to
matter to you
pri-
guys with the trunks or no trunks?
Yes, you have to properly cover your Warhammer.
there you go.
No,
Yeah, there's
I
a
could
big
care
a big
less.
big fight on Twitter and social media about this. Should it be more muted colors? Should it be bright?
The Super
Underwear?
Speedo.
No underwear?
When I see it without the trunks, it never looks right to me. Just, but I could care less in the long run.
But the trunks don't look right either.
Think it reminds me of Superman when I see it with the trunks. It just reminds me of Superman.
I know
Bottomless
superhero
nude suit.
costumes are a big part of comics. Obviously, I mean,
Mhm.
I've never understood as an adult anyway. I guess looking at, why did they even need to wear a costume or a suit? Just dress like in a normal person. You're not. It doesn't impact your powers. At least not in Superman's case.
it
He's
means
representing his
hope.
family crest.
It means hope.
It means hope. Exactly.
It does
Yeah.
mean hope.
It's a symbol.
Yeah. Yeah. Think about when he was created in 39.
Yeah, I don't really care what they put him in. I don't really give a shit.
You can't just
I'm
be
gonna watch
flying
it
around in
either
a
way.
tank top.
I'm not going to not watch it because he has trunks or doesn't have trunks.
I say they go the way of Connor Kent. Just have it a black T-shirt and jeans with boots. Superboy.
Just have him sporting a pair of John Stocktons.
I wish heroes were all new Jedi.
some short shorts. some high tube
Superman with
socks.
Oops.
Daisy Dukes. Next up, James
like-
Gunn has confirmed that Matt Reeves is not only working on expanding the Batman universe, but also developing a series set within the new DC universe, which will be the Arkham series.
Another universe.
I liked the
Yes.
Batman. I thought it was an enjoyable movie.
It was.
I think it was a little
It
too
was.
long, but it was an enjoyable
It
movie.
was.
I mean, I liked the mood. I liked the tone of it for a Batman movie.
I will say that I did not like the casting of Patterson at first, but once I saw the movie, I was just like, okay, he fits.
I
And
like
Colin
Pattinson.
Farrell
Pattinson has done a
was
lot of indie
amazing.
stuff that's really good and enjoyable. He has more of a range than people give him credit for.
He's not just Glitter Boy anymore.
No,
This is
he's definitely
Sparkle.
No, I'd like.
I
to
liked
see
him when he
more
was in
Reeves.
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Cedric Diggory.
We should do a show just Harry Potter based.
Yep.
Harry Potter and Doctor Who. Next up, George Clooney says he's done playing Batman. I don't think there's enough
Did he
ever
drugs in the
start?
world
Did he
for
ever
me
start?
to go
You
back.
don't say.
Man, what a shocker.
Did he ever start?
Who
I
asked
thought he was
him?
done 20 years ago.
He was the worst Batman.
Oh my
Almost
god!
as
Yeah,
bad
I think
as
someone.
Keaton.
I beg to differ. Come on now, dude.
With the bat
I'm
nipples.
more interested.
If they back
That was a
truck up-
directorial choice. Think about that.
Let's see.
Okay.
I'm more interested in who asked him the question. Do you want to play more?
I'm convinced most of
Nobody.
these actors just speak out loud about things randomly. I don't think they're even asked these questions.
I'm Batman. I mean, come on.
You know,
you don't
I
get
know
any
they
better than that.
scrambled to get a Batman for the end of the Flash. He was the only one that picked up the phone.
Well,
Well,
I
finally
mean,
watched
don't
that.
think he's
are you
calling
going to have
back.
Val Kilmer come in? I mean, you couldn't do that. I mean,
No.
who else are you going to get?
You're just walking down the street and you happen to pass George Clooney and go, "No, I'm done playing Batman." You're like, "What?"
No, you dig up Adam West.
You talking to me?
I was on the Facts of Life, damn it.
General
Attack of
Hospital.
Potatoes.
I was on
He was on
Roseanne.
Earth. Yeah, he was on
Yep,
Roseanne.
Roseanne.
He was
That's
also Attack and Kill the Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Clooney actually said, and I quote, "I think we killed Batman after watching this movie."
He said that a bunch of times. Like, that's his common response. He's like, "Yeah, I think I ruined Batman."
Batman ruined his career.
Dude, it was the movie he was in. It wasn't the fact that he played a quote unquote bad Batman. Like,
No, the
I
movie
don't
itself.
think. I don't even think that's
It wasn't
possible.
no.
Like, dude,
I don't think
Like,
it ruined his career.
It was the
Ocean's
nipples.
Eleven.
It didn't ruin his career. I think he's doing just
Joel
fine.
No, but-
Schumacher
but-
did that, dude.
But just imagine what his career would be if he never played Batman. It would be so much bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
think he did. I think he did okay.
Like I said, I beg to differ.
He would be
You
a
have to
household
take your-
name.
Take yourself back to that time.
Yeah.
Guys, that soundtrack was banging. Like, okay, like, come on. The
Yeah.
Batman and Robin soundtrack was probably one of the better things
Smashing
about
Pumpkins.
the movie in general. Smashing Pumpkins had 2 songs on there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
There's a couple other
No.
artists we're not going to mention, but they had songs on there too.
Bone-
Who
Bone
these
Thugs.
artists
You know
you're
what?
not gonna
You know what?
mention?
Batman soundtrack was better. The one with Keaton,
Something with
the
an
original.
R, and a
The one with Prince.
rhymes with R. Ellie.
Kiss from a Rose.
But anywho, that was a good one too on the Batman Forever soundtrack. So like, no, that was like a point in time. Like, dude, seriously, Arnold was hot. Everybody was hot in that movie. Alicia Silverstone was like
Uma
got
Thurman.
her, like, yeah, come on, like Uma Thurman just got off.
This
of freaking
ruined
Pulp
everybody's
Fiction.
career.
No, it did not.
Jim Carrey, freaking
Ah,
goddamn.
gratuitous
Jones.
butt shots and bad writing are not the fault of the actors. Okay, thank you
And
very much.
That nipples.
Bad nipples.
It's a
Yeah.
shame. I mean, after that movie, Clooney just never amounted to anything. I mean, it was just really sad.
Dude, gratuitous ass shots were worse than the bat nipples. Okay, can we just at least put it that way? Like, do we have to see the
Yeah.
cod piece when they're putting the belt on? Like, really?
Yeah. I mean, if
Well,
he didn't play
like-
Batman, he'd probably be a trillionaire by now.
Did you guys ever see the Mad TV skit that they did?
Yeah, the
They're like, "Hi, I'm
Batman, yeah.
Joel Schumacher. This is my musical version of the Batman movie." And it was like, "Yeah, we're going down the bat hole tonight." Yeah,
I agree with Mama Bear. Honor was miscast as Mr. Freeze.
oh hell no, dude!
Can you be
I
called
love it,
Batman?
love it, love it. Bane, burn! Oh, get out of here! Get out of here!
Val
And
Kilmer is
we're-
better than Michael.
Weren't we
Keaton.
talking about? Wasn't there a lot of talk last week about cameo porn? And now here we are talking
Yes.
about probably the movie that had arguably the
most-
most cameo porn in it. Maybe not
Oh,
cameo.
it was horrible though.
Yeah, not
It was
cameo,
so
just
bad.
like gratuitous casting. Okay, like it had everybody. It had Chris O'Donnell. Dude, come on now. Right off of Three Musketeers. You can't get any hotter than that.
His career actually ended after this
Yo,
movie.
Listen, how's he gonna
He's
pay
in
off his 8 kids?
NCIS, isn't he? Like he acts today.
He got like
Yeah.
8 kids, that guy.
Which NCIS? Which spin-off? of
Hawaii,
NCIS?
Spain,
Whichever one they're on
Florida.
now. Yeah.
NCIS
yeah,
The one with LL Cool J.
Jacksonville, the not cool version of Florida. Yeah.
Jacksonville. Like, nobody asked Clooney to be in another Batman movie. Nobody.
It's not even a Flash movie. Thanks. Yeah, Warner Brothers.
Flash was good
Making
though. I finally watched
Making
it.
that happen.
Yeah, Flash was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
It would have
I've seen
been-
what-
It would have been much
What-
better with better CGI, but
that was a choice.
Well,
of-
and
of
honestly,
Aaron.
though, I think Red.
Stop saying it.
I
It
think-
was not a choice. It was a choice to not spend money. That was the choice that was
No.
made.
Dude, they had ice skates. They clicked their heels together and ice skates popped out. They played hockey with
We're
gems.
talking
Come
about
on,
Batman
dude.
and Robin.
The rocket
be,
was
uh,
shaped like a penis. Oh, sorry.
What?
To be honest, I think Red
Let it get
probably watched
demonetized.
Flash right after
Mr.
watching Santa
You
Jaws.
are-
I'm not
Monetized?
monetized. No, I'm not monetized.
I actually watched Army of the Dead after watching Santa Jazz.
Okay.
Oh, did you
I
freak
can't
out when
wait
you
to hear
saw
what
the
you thought of
stupid
Santa Jaws.
sparks flying from one of the zombies? Like, I almost
Yes.
wanted to stop watching.
Brian is a fraud.
Oh yeah. All right.
Chris is
Random.
in NIS LA with LL Cool J.
Okay.
Ladies
Yeah.
love Cool James.
My wife loves that show too. I don't know if it's
Marvel-
still on. but she
Warner
used to.
Brothers was so desperate to be a Marvel studio. So, hopefully, we never see Clooney in another bat costume. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't think we will.
He's gonna wind up in a Marvel costume somewhere.
It's all Christopher
Yeah.
Nolan's fault, anyways.
All right. Next slide. Before I get to this is an event that's happening this week.
Uh-oh.
It's going to be
Oh,
the
boy.
biggest event of December.
Oh.
Just
You
recast
talking about
already.
Aquaman, dude?
Is it
Rebel
Christmas?
Moon
Oh,
Part 1,
Oh,
The Child of
Rebel
Fire
Moon.
releases on Netflix this Thursday at 7
wait.
p.m.
Did the
Pacific
critic
time.
reviews creep up? Like, is it at
Speaking
30%
of
yet?
cheap-looking special effects,
Oh man.
I'm gonna watch
Oh,
this.
They were
Effects
creeping
look
up last I
fine.
heard. We don't have sticks here to tell us.
This is why I watched Army of the Dead. I'm trying to get caught up on Zack Snyder.
Universe.
The new,
Universe.
the
Army
new
of the Dead's awesome.
Snyderverse.
I like Army of the Dead.
Yeah, that Army of the Dead is in his universe.
Not looking forward.
It
to this,
is?
guys.
Yes.
What if it sucks? I'm telling you right now. Like we all look forward to this. Like something.
So it's at
besides
a
DC.
23.
What if
It
it's
wouldn't be the
23
First
right
time
now.
we've been let down.
And the audience score is 70, 72, 73.
72. Yeah.
Big disparage
I
between
can,
the
live, I
critics
can
and
live with a
audience.
72 audience score.
bots and bias? 100%. Conspiracy, guys. Let's go. Let's dig deep.
Oh, jeez.
I'm looking forward to
How
it.
do you
one of
become
those
a
guys
Rotten
that
Tomatoes
is the,
reviewer?
You just fill out
Sign
a
up.
form.
I think. Yeah.
That's all you have to do is fill out a form.
Fill
Yeah.
out a form and review a few hundred movies. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know it's easy.
I don't
Anybody
think
can
you have to
become
do that. I think you
a
just
Rotten
log in
Tomato
and
critic.
leave a comment.
Do you have to prove that you saw the movie though?
No.
What kind of bullshit is that? All right. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, since this is not releasing in theaters, the scores that are up now, I believe, are for people that actually saw the movie. But once it starts streaming on Netflix, there's no way to tell if the reviewers actually saw the movie or not. But I'm looking forward to this. It's something different.
Yep.
Troll's gonna
And
troll.
yeah, people want to troll anyway.
It's
No.
like an R-rated Star Wars film drained of all its humanity. Okay.
It's actually PG-13.
There's
The
an
first
R-rated too.
this one is on PG-13. The R-rated 3.5 hour cut is coming next year.
Watch that.
And M.
Yeah,
Bison
watch
plays.
it.
And M. Bison plays
Joe
the
will
villain.
love this
So
one.
if you like Street Fighter, so
Stop with them bison jokes.
I actually think Joe wrote this one. Never before on Planet Cinema has so much slow-mo been wasted on so many characters.
Oh
Joe,
God.
did you write that?
no, I didn't. I did not write that one. I'm excited to watch it. I'm sure I'll probably enjoy it enough sitting on my couch watching it on the weekend. But I don't know. I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna be gushing over it.
Mama Bear says you pay $50. Oh wait, that's the studio does for Rotten Tomatoes. There was a report that came out that some studios were paying Rotten Tomato critics for positive scores.
Of course they were. Is that
Oh,
surprising?
it wouldn't be the first time. Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
I haven't timed out anybody on this channel yet, but I'm close to timing out BK because of this comment. Rebel Moon is better than any season of Doctor Who.
You're pushing it.
Very
Like
pushing.
lightsabers versus a magical pen. I mean, come on.
Get the fuck out of here.
Was that for BK or me?
Both of yous. You take it or leave it. One of yous. Did I say use?
Use.
Utes.
You guys.
But I'm looking forward to this.
So am I.
Really? Why not? I thought you were.
I said I am. So am I.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait. Dom said no.
We should have a viewing party.
We can.
I wear my Rebel Moon pajamas.
Cisco and Ebert gave 2 thumbs up to Speed 2. They were paid. Also, Aquaman Lost Kingdom going to be released in theaters this Friday.
Meh.
The pen is more useful. Yeah, I'm going to see Aquaman. I'm definitely going to see Aquaman too.
I'll probably see Aquaman this weekend as well.
It'll be the last time, if it's true, the rumors are true, it'll be the last time you get to see Aquaman on screen for a couple of years. Who knows? Next time you'll see Aquaman in a movie.
If you would have told me 15 years ago those words would ever be spoken, I'd be amazed.
Yeah, Aquaman is one of the most popular DCEU characters. Made $1 billion.
I just want to know what, how little Amber Heard is going to be in it, or what they did with her character.
I don't think it matters at this point.
No, it doesn't really, but I'm still curious.
I think her screen time was originally 15, 20 minutes anyway. She wasn't a big part of this movie. Yeah. Next up, a Manhattan jury found Jonathan Majors guilty on Monday of 2 misdemeanor counts of harassment and assault, but acquitted him on 2 other counts.
Well, no more
It'll
John
be
Avengers.
called Avengers 5 now. They said no more Kang Dynasty. Avengers 5.
Okay.
They're called.
It is
I
what
might
it
as
is.
well. I might as well run into the next.
No, they'll recast it.
slides with this one.
I thought he had something in his contract that he was the only one that could play. Didn't we talk about that one time?
Yep. We did. That was a rumor.
That was a rumor.
Within
I would have.
hours of the verdict, Marvel Studio dropped Jonathan Majors following guilty verdict for harassment and assault.
They didn't waste any time.
No.
They already had that planned. They sat there waiting. The phone call came in.
Yeah, I think that what the hell? God damn you, Joe.
Joe.
Just got the friggin' the Flintstone run.
Yabba dabba do.
Yabba dabba do.
And another thing for this story, Marvel reportedly intends to move forward with Avengers: The Kang Dynasty after firing Jonathan Majors. Loki creator Michael Warden was previously announced to write the film. It's not clear yet who will be recast as Kang.
As long as it's not Tyrese.
Speaking of rumors, Tyrese close to deal to replace Jonathan Majors as Marvel villain Kang in the MCU.
Seriously?
That's got to be fake.
This is
That's
just
gotta
a
be fake.
rumor from RPK.
I mean, you don't have to try to you can cast anybody. It's Kang. You can literally cast anybody you want.
Find an unknown, some new guy who would love to be in the MCU
Yep.
that doesn't beat women. I mean, come on.
I mean, if you had to recast any character in the MCU, it's. I mean, how many variants of Kang are there? You could literally take anybody, any actor you want.
There's probably a Richard Simmons variant.
Don
That'd be
Cheadle.
fantastic.
Oh. He already replaced Terrence Howard, so he might as well replace him.
Don't you?
But it's just so I don't know. It's just the whole thing was just weird from the beginning, from them releasing text messages to his lawyer putting out statements from the cab driver. Then the cab driver came out later and said he never gave them a statement. It just he had bad lawyers back then. Still
And
did.
bad PR.
Yeah.
People.
Yep.
They should have just kept their mouth quiet, just moved on until kept their mouth quiet until the trial was started. What do you guys think about this?
It is what it is. I
Yeah,
mean,
we were
is what it
kinda
is.
expecting it, kinda.
I don't.
It's not like there's a shortage of actors out there.
You know,
I don't feel like I know enough about it. So, what was the misdemeanor that he was found guilty of?
Oh, the misdemeanor is a assault in the third degree and harassment with unintentional harassment, I believe it was called. Just hitting, pushing is
Smacked up a bitch.
Hitting, pushing, whether it's intentional or not, causing injury is a third degree assault in New York.
That
in New York
video
State.
when he put her back in the cab, she cracked the head in the top of the thing.
I think that video is what they convicted him on.
yeah, I mean, unfortunately it is, but I'm more interested what Marvel does at this point than Majors, because it's done and over with. He's out, so
well, look,
no use
yeah,
dwelling
look
on
at this
that.
way. You see, one thing about Disney, they don't want to like recast right away to have the sour taste. Look, they could have recast for Black Panther, which was a big mistake. I know they wanted to honor him, but that was a big mistake in their account of not recasting Black Panther because it was such an important character and a moneymaker. So they lost money on that. So I could see them, trying to definitely sweep this underneath the rug and not have Kang for a minute and then bring him back later. But it'd be stupid because all the stuff that Kang was doing now leading up to this certain point, they're just going to totally forget about it and just go right to something else. So, it's like another tough situation for Disney as the foundation keeps collapsing.
You said he was chased, BK? Sorry.
I almost don't want to bring up this example of the stuff Marvel can do, because I already feel like people think I'm being unfairly biased against this movie. But in the Marvels, they created a villain out of thin air, basically, that none of us knew anything about. So Marvel can just, maybe they just write this guy off and it's done. No more Kang, and that's the end of it, despite all the effort and energy they put into it. Yes, I wouldn't put it past them to do something like that.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
I
It's a shame. It's a shame. Okay, look. We don't know what the situation really is yet. He got convicted. If whatever he did, he did. You know, you don't touch a woman. But the fact is that you have to look at the fact there's three sides to every story. Her side, his side, the truth. You don't know what else happened. And for shitty lawyers that he had, who knows? But
yeah, I think I'm curious. I'm curious about that, but not. But I think like Joe was saying, more curious about how they handle this going forward. And I think of all the things that people have speculated, people meaning people on this panel, I think Joe probably has the most likely result that they would do, which is, Kang can just be, he could make up some silly little short storyline to where Kang changes his appearance because they all know what he looks like, so they're just going to change his appearance.
They're all variants. There's all these timelines. Yeah, they can do whatever they want.
They can do whatever they want.
You know, I think that the way that they ended Loki was them setting up for just in case this scenario happened.
I'm more mad that they're not pivoting to Doom.
They should finish. They should finish their Kang story at least.
They're ramping up the
Exactly.
Fantastic Four, though.
You know, they will have to most likely either this week or next week. I have a feeling they're going to announce the cast of the Fantastic Four to get get eyes off of this story.
Get the taste out of everybody's mouth.
What if Doom is a variant of Kang?
That would work. Won't be the first time. Hey, Brogu.
well, listen, they have to worry about signing Mickey Mouse. They're about to lose Mickey Mouse, so they have to.
Where's Mickey Mouse going?
Mickey Mouse after 100 years, they.
Oh yeah.
So they might do that to try to take some things off to keep the mouse in the house.
They could always
Mickey
just
Kang.
hire. They could get Michael B. Jordan to. I mean, they hire him for everything. So, like, just throw him in there as Kang.
What
Yeah,
about?
It's Kang. It's a variant. They could get any man, woman, child. It doesn't matter. They could get anybody. You could have Iron Man.
Giraffe.
For God's sakes.
What
You
about
could,
Giraffe
his
could play
name, Finn? He played Finn.
You know,
So-
people. I know people may not agree with this verdict, but at the same time, we were not in the courtroom. We were not privy to all the evidence that the jury saw, and they took 3 days on a misdemeanor to get a verdict. Usually, it's within an hour in the misdemeanor cases.
yeah. I mean, like I said, it's that to me is done and over with, and it's like we weren't there. We're not privy to all the facts. Weren't at the trial, whatever. But it's done. What's done is done at this point. It's not going to magically be Kang tomorrow. So,
Well, look, a good thing all these movies were pushed back, if you really think about it, because if they were filming Kang Dynasty right now, they would have to stop and get another actor.
Rewrites and
Rewrites, exactly. So, in a way, there was a blessing in disguise there with the situation. You know, it's unfortunate, but look, there's a lot of good actors out there that would definitely love to be in his position right now, signing a big Disney contract. So, and like mind you, there's different Kang variants. You could put anybody in there, basically, like they said. You know, but you're right. I think there's something a major, like like towards the end of the week, there's gonna be a major announcement to try to get
Yeah.
people's mind off this, and see what happens in the future. But like I said, they'll be stupid not to recast him and to use him to try to finish off the Kang story, because people invested it, and right now you don't want people backing out again, saying, you know what, I don't want to do it Disney anymore, because the story is they don't want that thrown for a loop shit.
They should get Denzel's son in there.
He's
awesome.
definitely is a candidate.
I'm thinking more Ray Fisher to play Kang.
What about Finn? What's his
They're
name?
not putting Ray Fisher back.
John Boyega.
Boyega. Yeah.
Leave Ray Fisher alone. He was.
I have no problem with Ray Fisher, but after that whole dust up, I think they're just gonna.
I don't think they're gonna.
See, Dr. Doom.
Maybe DC. Go ahead.
No, I don't think that Dr. Doom is appropriate at this time without having
No,
the
not
Fantastic
yet. I
Four.
think they're gonna have to wait for Dr. Doom, but I think it'll be stupid if they don't recast and just finish off the storyline.
And BK is right. It's the Steamboat Willie version of Mickey Mouse that goes public domain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe DC
Yeah.
will get Majors to play Cyborg. Hire him. Like they do.
Man. Oh man.
Well, who knows? Maybe no,
James
I don't
Gunn
think so.
hire
I don't think DC wants the smoke from Warner Brothers wants the smoke from this this whole narrative that's going on. They got the smoke for
Ezra.
Johnny Depp, Amber Heard.
And they got the smoke
Ezra.
for James Gunn himself too.
Yeah.
And so that it's crazy. Look, this is the crazy thing. I know we're all human, and we all make mistakes and do things that happen. But you would think that you as a person that's up there in status, almost an A actor, you would have to go through that. And I know, look, women, and it goes to both sides, women and men. They have issues, things happen, but you would try to shy away from situations that would definitely bring like this, and the Amber Heard stuff, and all. It's crazy that we as humans get this break that people wish they could have, and they throw it away because their egos get the best of them. Like it. Look,
you got to realize, Dom, this has been going on since centuries, whether it be politicians, actors, athletes. They're so protected all the time, and they can do what they want. They feel they won't get in trouble, and they're not as cautious as you would think they would be. How many times you've seen actors get caught with drugs, or you see
all the time
athletes do stupid things,
Guns get caught with guns.
This past
in
week,
airports.
Tommy Lee's. Look what happened to Tommy Lee. Was it Tommy Lee this week?
Yeah.
He's accused of sexually assaulting a woman on a plane.
well, if he was in the back seat, he probably hit him with his unit because it's that long.
Like, bro, you're not in Motley Crue anymore.
Hit her
This
with
is
a
why
hammer.
we keep
Holidays
Dom
are over.
backstage.
The problem I have with all of this, and not about Majors, because like I said, what's done is done. Verdict was there. He's out. Nothing changes any of that. But the problem is villains make the movies. You need a good, solid villain. And if you're making the villain basically the main character across multiple movie arcs as a major villain, and you're going to recast them, I think you need to go big. You need to go with somebody big, recognizable.
Will Smith.
Will Smith. They said Will Smith.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I'm sure he has a lot of time on his hands.
Oh, he's still working.
What, with Monsters in My Pocket?
No, he has I forgot who he's doing a movie with.
The Slap 2.
Slap
But nonetheless, I think you need to go big. I mean, if you're going to recast him, there's going to be a reveal moment.
Yeah.
And I don't think you want a no-name actor or somebody that doesn't have some gravitas behind them. to be in that role as a major. Like I said, if it was a TV series or something, like who gives a shit? But I mean, this is your major villain across a multiple movie story arc. You need somebody with some stones.
Look,
I don't
right,
think I
though.
can bite my tongue any longer. And I know we don't want to set Dom off on a tirade, but what if they recast it with a female Dom? Recast Kang as
They
a
can
female.
recast it. To me, they can recast it with anybody if they really want
I'm
to.
talking to Dom.
No, you know what? Let's be honest with you. Listen, if it's the right actress to do it, you know what? Look, at the end of the day, Kang could be anybody.
I applaud
Kang
you, sir. I
many
applaud you.
berries.
Dom is man. Dom, are you receiving therapy or something?
Therapy?
I'm proud
Not
of you.
quite yet. They canceled on me when I needed to go. So
Your anger management.
I'm waiting for
Will
a new,
Smith is a bum.
new
Get
date.
Chris Rock
Lizzo.
instead.
Lizzo for Kang.
Hello, hi everyone.
No, listen, she is the entire Kang dynasty. What are you talking about? Father?
Oh man, that's mean.
The
Jeez.
You know, like,
the woman who plays Michonne should be.
oh yeah.
Oh, she'll be.
She's already in the
Yeah.
MCU.
She, well,
Yeah,
keep
oh,
your guess being,
yeah.
Well, look,
Is
No,
that
they need to
Wakanda
cast,
series still going
Why is
forward?
this lady's name coming
Michael
up?
Burnham from Star Trek Discovery. She used to be in the MCU.
you see
Wait,
what,
what character did
Why
she play?
so she could cry in every movie?
listen, what
Hey,
Hey
it was
man,
all
they can
on.
talk about feelings. Don't forget about
Great.
that.
they can
Your
wrap
feelings
up,
in space, damn it.
have Kang like in the first part of the movie,
Talk
and then
about
you
our
can wrap the
feels.
first part of the movie. In the second part, you can start to develop something else. If you want to go that route and just try to end it with the next movie.
So
Or have
I-
Deadpool kill Kang. Because Deadpool is going to be going in the multiverse too.
so I'm reading some stuff online, and some people think that the actress that plays the other antagonist on the Loki show, the lady,
Sophia.
What's her
it's
name?
Mabatha Raw is I think her name. Mabatha, am I saying that right?
Probably not.
Probably not. That's all good.
Mabatha is how it's spelled, but
Oh,
Oh,
she
that's
was
her
in
last
name.
Superman.
Diva Lamb Pop
Goo-
is the High
Goo-
Republic bounty hunter.
Thank you,
She
AOA,
was-
for qualifying which Aunt Viv, by the way.
Was it she's the head of the TVA?
yeah,
You're talking about?
yeah. The one that was kind of became the
Renslayer or the
No.
Yeah, Renslayer.
Yeah.
You know what? Well, we'll see what happens because this is the stuff that Disney fails to do is have a contingency plan to a point where, like, when they knew that all the actors were getting old and they had to start replacing them, they never had.
Oh,
that.
it's not Disney's fault. It's Kevin Feige's fault for not.
Well, Kevin Feige
having
works for
Disney.
Disney, so Disney they have to sit down.
He's in charge.
He's in charge, but isn't Bob Iger in charge too of the situation? That he has to sit
Chapek
down?
was there for most of that.
Yeah.
Tiger was gone.
Yeah, true, but they still have to have a plan where they sit back and have an A, B, and C and D type of plan. If A doesn't work out, you have the B.
That's why these stupid universes are stupid. Long-running properties. You really want to have a property with the same actors running 40
hit some of
years?
Hey man,
I-
you
I
did the
just-
Star Trek movies 20 years after the fact. Think about it.
Excuse
I
me.
found a website that's just throwing out random names: Denzel Washington, Will Smith.
Yeah, Will Smith is
I
on
can't even say this
Instagram.
guy's
Popular.
name. John David Washington,
John David
John
Washington, I
Boyega.
think it would be great.
Trevante
Yeah,
Rose.
just put Ryan Reynolds in the
I'm
part.
familiar with
Yeah.
that.
Tyler Perry, baby. Tyler Perry.
There we go.
That's Medea.
Is he part of
Eddie
SAG? Weren't all those old productions that he always used to do all
And
non-union?
get George Clooney.
That's why he's not playing Batman because he's playing
No,
Kang.
He's free now.
Tell him to bring his nipples.
Yeah. All right.
How about
Only an hour and a half into news.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
done this for a while.
it has not been an hour. Oh, it has been an hour and a half.
It has been.
Hey, this is an open discussion. That's what we do here.
I mean, it's interesting. I don't know what they're gonna do. I would
Ryan
think
Gosling.
that once this came up a handful of months back, they put a bunch of people in a room and said contingency plan and had people working on it.
Not a
I
chat,
bet
just
they-
throwing out random names.
At the very least, they have a short list already. So I don't.
Yeah, of course they do. You know, people were saying, how did they do this so quick? Like
J.J. Walker. I
when a
love that.
celebrity or say somebody in armed forces or police force, they have representatives in the courtroom ready to jump as soon as a verdict comes in. Either they're gonna take you away or they're gonna fire you. You know, they probably had his walking papers before the verdict came out.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
I'm sure the writing was on
You
the
don't think
wall
that? Yeah, I'm
long
sure.
before.
I'm sure a large group of highly paid lawyers had everything ready to go.
JJ
He
Walker is
probably told him, he
king.
said, "Listen, he
I
goes,
would
"Listen,
love that.
I got a little problem.
I don't
I
mind.
might have a charge.
Prefer a
against
rerun.
me. You know, just to give you a heads up
It's fast.
that I'm going to court or something, and gave him the heads up already. But I totally doubt it. Totally doubt it.
Yep.
Jimmy Walker.
Before what happened?
Jimmy Walker, JJ Walker. To be,
Dynamite.
Before we move into the next segment, I want to share this with you guys for you.
How about Raj or
Tony Fleecs and Trish.
rerun from What's Happened?
Rerun is past. I
Oh,
played
yeah.
poker with Rerun before.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay.
All right. Tony Fleecs and Trish Forstner has a new comic coming out next year called was it Rabbit? No, not Rabbit. Feral.
Cat, something to do with cats in it.
Yes.
It's in dogs.
And they released this little trailer that I'm going to play for you guys. Hopefully they don't from my video.
Can we do this?
I hope
Yeah,
so.
Authorities have extended the perimeter another 3 miles in Martin Douglas County.
Unit 4, we just got another pickup in for you.
CDC and animal control agents
Poor
continue
cats.
to work overtime to stem the rate of infection.
Code orange. Repeat, code orange.
Oh, boy.
Maintain safety precautions. All four-legged mammals are now assumed infected and contagious.
So it's The Walking Dead, but with animals.
Yeah. March of 2024.
Good for Tony and Trish.
That's cool.
I'll check that one out.
Now,
All right,
Uh-oh.
you're looping it.
I mean, you're showing the video, so
Uh-oh.
I don't know if you want us to be kind on this one or not. I think, yeah, Red said it's Walking Dead with cats. Is that really? I mean, Stray Dogs was a very original idea. I want to give them 100% props on that one, but this one seems a little less than an original idea.
But it's with cats.
Anyway, sorry, they're not going to appear on your channel now, Bruce, because I said that.
that was frightening. It scared poor Broku.
Oh, not Brogu.
No, not Broku.
Are they going to get possessed cats now? Are we going to have exorcist?
I can just see all the speculators now grabbing up all those homages that are going to come out.
Now, let me tell you something. I can see the ASPCA, PETA, all those damn things getting mad at this.
No, they didn't get mad at Stray Dogs.
Well, Stray Dogs is that you're not having cannibal the rabies ripping cats apart.
No, it's
You had a
it's
murderer.
animals.
Yeah,
It's
you had
animals
a
and
murderer.
animals.
Jeffrey Drake, my cat is looking around for another cat with that purring.
Yeah.
All right, next up. Oh, wait.
Yeah, wait for the-
Please
All
be
right.
kind. Rewind.
yeah, that took a long time. Jesus Christ.
I'm looking back at some of the top video VHS sales this year. Some of them were really surprising. First up, The Goonies from 1986, a VGA 85 Near Mint Plus, horizontal overlap with white wraparound 1 HV watermark, sold for $50,000.
Damn.
That can't be real.
I don't
Yeah,
understand.
this guy-
It's
yo,
real.
this
This is heritage.
I don't
Has
understand.
anybody
it's
come out
heritage?
with a so on obviously on Friday when Bruce Fur was laughing, at least under his breath, at my pitiful CBCS submissions, he pulled out his
I was laughing.
CGC guidelines and scolded me that I need to be more familiar with them. Has anybody that you know of come out with any sort of grading guidelines for VHS or even a lot of the? I mean, we see a lot of VHS, but everything's getting graded nowadays. So I assume.
Not that I'm aware of.
I mean,
See, there's your opening right there, man. Somebody needs to jump on that.
the problem is, I mean, at least with comics, I can go to one of multiple sites and go, okay, here's an issue, here's the 3 or 4 variants, and why they're variants. I don't know if there's anything equivalent for VHS. Is it the horizontal overlap with the white wraparound and watermarks that make it the most valuable?
Yeah, I need to know what that
guarantee you,
means.
I think you're going to find a VHS cassette.
I was
of
looking for. I
Goonies.
think I actually, because of that, I actually got the back of it. As you can see, the white
the watermarks.
security tape around the watermark around the sides of it, and in the back.
Yeah, because I mean, the problem is, I think a lot of people think, oh, I have a Goonies VHS laying around my house, I could sell for $50,000, and that's ridiculous. There's certain things that have to add to the
That's
rarity that make
insane.
this a $50,000.
That's a different cover than the normal one. That's like a variant.
But I mean, even just beyond the artwork, because I mean, you know how many reprints and versions of
Special
VHSs
editions
went
and all
out.
kinds of-
Yeah, I mean, even just with the initial run, there's little variations in the art, little variations in the boxes. You got different production companies taking stuff over and buying properties and re-releasing.
And usually these tapes that go for this much are usually first print. They're first real out, because
First run.
how many
Who has?
like Joe said, there were many different companies doing these things.
But at the end, who has these tapes like this? The company itself in a warehouse? Come on. Obviously,
Old video store owners, they never have this
There's the video warehouse places all over the place 20, 25 years ago. There's huge warehouses that sold a bunch of porn in the back and then a bunch of cheap DVDs and VHS tapes in the front. And it was all dead stock and stuff like that. Those places all went out of business. I guarantee you a lot of that stuff went to warehouses, went storage, and stuff like that. And stuff pops up.
Yep.
Do you know where this sold, Brewster? Is this an eBay sale?
Heritage.
Oh, Heritage.
These are all Heritage sales.
So this is an
bought
auction then, not a buy it now.
No.
No.
You don't say it? No.
All right. Next up.
I just want to know if somebody out there knows, there's some definitive magazine or website or something that lays these things out in terms of the variants and stuff like that and the variations. I would love to know that.
Next up, we have Superman the movie from 1980, a VGA 80 near mint book box, flatback seal, sold for $40,000.
Damn. See, this is a good example of kind of what we were just talking about. What Joe was. Okay, so you see on this one how the seam of the plastic comes down to the front.
Yeah.
Like if that seam had been higher to where it was on the actual side and not the front, would it have graded an 85? Would it have graded? I mean, shit like that.
Well, that would have been a $60,000 VHS. Yeah.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, and it's flatback seal. There's all this verbiage that I don't understand. I want to know. There has to be something somewhere that explains these things clearly.
I've never seen
I remember when people first started talking about VHS grading, people would say, "Oh, it's stupid," but I think I even said back then, like, there's something to this. People are maybe not on the level of comics or some other stuff, but people are interested in this, and obviously they're selling. So, yeah, this is.
Yes.
Like
some crazy bastard paid 40 grand for this.
Like when I was doing some tape hunting with Max a couple of weeks ago, and we were going around different vinyl stores, and they're all stocking cassette tapes because they're waiting for cassette tapes to take off. Like vinyls have taken off.
Well, listen, we all knew the Disney tapes always take off. The Disney animated, that they were those were always a value. People had those in their attics and stuff like that. Now it's really taken off everything else, which is I know this was a long time coming, and there was stuff before, but I think there's like an all-time highs these damn things because it's amazing.
Next up, The Thing, 1982.
Jeez.
IGS box is the 8 near mint. Seal is a 7.5. The first release, wraparound, MCA watermarks. So for $37,500.
Christ, man, I'm in the wrong business, dude.
I think the people that are selling them they're actually in this. They're doing it at the right time because obviously the more popular something gets, the more people are going to get involved. You're going to see more of this stuff on the market, and the prices are likely to come down. Now, come down from 37,000 to 25,000. Probably not going to still be in any one of our
think about this
reach, but
you want to buy this and not even watch it. I know it's him with the comic books, but the fact is that who has this money? The economy is at an all-time high, and it's bad, and people figure spending this type of money for this.
The same people that buy 1 in 100 Mandalorian covers.
Yeah, right.
Mark Cuban's buying these things. All these other rich motherfuckers. What's that guy's name that boxes and buys all that Pokemon shit? He's buying these motherfuckers.
Paul, man.
Logan, Paul Logan,
Paul Logan.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, I don't know who has that kind of money.
I mean, this is what Zuckerberg should be doing with his money.
Right?
Building.
I was the one that bought it.
Put it in the economy so people can have money again. Make things happen.
He's stocking his bunker with VHS tapes.
Exactly.
Jedi, did you see my when I showed off my cassette tapes the other day? Oh, you did. You
I saw your albums.
Oh, you didn't see the cassette. I didn't show the cassettes.
No.
I even got a Walkman as a gift. Cassette Walkman.
That's crazy.
I loved
Walkman. It's gonna eat your tapes.
Yeah, I know. Next up,
make sure you have a pen handy so you can.
Everybody's favorite movie but mine. First Blood. IGS box is a 10. Epic. And seal is a 9. Mint.
Okay, so you got box. Okay, so box is a 10, seal is a 9. Okay, all right.
So why is the seal 9? What happened? There's like a misprint of the seal.
See, this one has subgrades on it.
Tiny
if
hole.
you zoom in on the subgrades, Bruce.
Yeah, hold on.
Enhance.
Enhance.
If not this time, maybe next time. Yeah.
Tightness 9.5.
But it's all a scam with the grading too.
Surface, box edges, box corners.
Okay.
And then
so
seal
like your
surface,
basic.
seal tightness. Yeah. And then cartridge
tightness. Okay.
edges.
Because you can get these graded without the subgrades. You can get them graded with the subgrades. You got all this weird.
So just think about this.
Well, no, you're always going to have subgrades. You just have to pay more to get them printed on the label.
So now
there's always going to be subgrades, I think, right?
I don't know. I
Different grading companies.
Cards. It's the same with cards. With
Can I
the way
get-
Beckett does it.
Can I
Anyway.
get $5,000 for this tape if I sell it ungraded? $10,000?
No.
Probably not.
And again, I don't know what version this is.
And this is a 10.
Yeah.
Who has a 10 freaking goddamn First Blood in their collection, man?
The,
Come on.
the same people that have a 9.8 of Wolverine 181s or a 9.8 of was it Amazing
You can't
Spider-Man
press these.
129.
You can't crack this and press this.
Don't tell Bruce for what he can and cannot do with his
I can do what I want.
Yeah, like I said,
I can shrink wrap it again.
so many of these have to be storage finds.
But would the seal be tight?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like, I mean, you find a storage find, a warehouse find, you find a box of these things, you submit them all, and maybe you get one out of a box of 30 that comes back with a grade worthy of, $22,000.
Well, that's
Who
what
knows? I don't know. I'd love to know more.
That's what the stores do with their comic
I don't know who
exclusive.
bought this.
They throw the whole box to CGC and hope for a 9 or a 10.
Yeah.
I wonder if this guy saved his allowance for freaking 20 years just to buy this fucking thing.
It was probably Sylvester Stallone. You know?
Yeah, he bought it for himself.
Great
He's like,
movie.
I'm putting this in a case.
Yep.
Holy shit, man.
They drew first blood.
Put it next to my Rocky Turtles.
Hey, Adrian, you get this one.
Cuff and Link.
Yeah.
Cuff and Link.
Turtles are gonna outlive
Buckus, his dog.
Next up.
man.
Uh-oh.
Brian
Oh,
Denny.
boy.
Oh,
Brian did it. My PC
First blood
froze.
is lost in the Phantom Zone.
yeah.
Yep.
But
Caddyshack.
Caddyshack. We can't see the grade
Caddyshack.
yet, though.
Love this movie.
if he ever turns around, I gotta do
God,
something
Simple
with
as
these
duck,
slides.
man. Fought it.
Ted Knight is a genius. He's so
Kenny
great.
Loggins.
People should
Kenny
go and
Loggins
look.
made a mint for like a 4-year time span in the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
You guys go look at your local thrift stores, garage sales. Somebody might have these laying around.
Yeah, again, the problem is, people are going to start overcharging for stuff that's not worth shit.
Yep.
Which is going to be a problem because people see, oh, Goonies sold for 50,000. I could sell this piece of shit that's been beat to all hell, that's not sealed, and
$10 grand.
it was a reprint of a reprint, and people are going to be, they're going to try to sell it for 100, and there'll be idiots that'll go out and buy it.
Yeah, they'll buy it because that's what. Anytime somebody gets into the market for the first time, if you're brand new into a market,
You get burned.
You're going to get burned. I mean, it's happened. It happens to me. Still happens to me.
When I started collecting during the pandemic again, how many freaking mystery boxes I bought. I look back, I'm like, God damn it, I could have bought a key for all the money I spent on mystery boxes.
You need to call somebody at one of these shitty graders and have them come on. I guess I shouldn't call them shitty graders because they probably won't come on. But you should probably.
So we have Caddyshack, 1983, IGS mint, side WHV security seal, spine is blue with a white seal, sold for $10,625.
Why do I hear the cat purring still? No, it didn't.
Stop. Somebody got a soundboard.
10,000.
Somebody stop.
That's still a lot of money for a fucking videotape, man.
Milkshake.
Well, it's only a 9.
It's only a 9, but Ed, I tell you what, 10 grand, give me 5 grand, put ungraded raw.
Here we go. He's talking about Raw. So Dom's OnlyFans will be coming. Only $100 a month. You can get Dom in the Raw.
Dom likes it raw.
Yeah. Raw and fresh.
I would love to hear somebody that's like really knowledgeable in this stuff talk about the ins and outs of.
Who's that guy you had on one time that collected these things? I can't remember his name. You had him on the show before.
Oh, Max?
Max, yeah.
Max, no?
Yeah. No, not with grading.
Not with grading. No, he just buys what he likes.
He just buys.
That's cool too.
I yelled at him a few times. He's gotten really good sealed copies of movies, and he opens them to watch them.
What?
Yeah, he watches them. He doesn't keep them sealed usually.
God. Wow.
Sacrilege.
Did he do an intervention?
Why? He could watch them online. I don't. Okay, well.
Well, he's into the whole retro video game movie.
The whole
He
experience.
likes the graininess of the video.
There is
Yeah.
something to watching the original media in its original form.
You know, he did.
There are
I
apps
heard,
now. You can add your own graininess.
You know, he was
Yeah,
he did a stream last night. I forgot what movie it was. He watched it in 4K and on VHS.
Oh,
and
True Lies.
Yes, True Lies. And he said the AI upscaling or whatever made the movie look worse than what it originally was intended.
I heard somebody talking about like some people that'll say like, oh, I rather listen to my music on vinyl because it sounds better. And they said it really doesn't sound better. It's just in your head, your mind has made it to where that you want
It's a little warmer.
You're reliving a moment of your past or something. So in your mind, you're like, oh, it sounds so good.
It's more
But in
nostalgia
reality, if
than
you put them
anything.
side by side, it doesn't. Digital wins every time. But
Vinyl does sound different than
I
digital.
still like listening to my vinyl, but I'm not going to say it. It sounds, fidelity wise, it's not clearer.
You know, if you have a vinyl and listen to Twisted Sisters Christmas, best Christmas album ever.
What?
All right, next up.
I saw them in concert. Twisted Sister Christmas.
Nice.
It was cool.
Timeless Films Holiday Edition.
Did I send you my film?
who knows?
I just threw you one. I didn't care.
Okay, you just threw me anyone?
You know, Joey grabbed the bat at Christmas, something like that. Oh.
Joey Bag of Donuts Christmas special. Let's go.
We got Krampus, released in 2015, directed by Michael Dougherty, written by Michael Dougherty, Ty Casey, and Zach Shields, starring Adam Scott, Toni Collette, David Kochner, Alison Tomei, Conchata Ferrell, MJ Anthony, Stefania Levy Owen. Is streaming on Peacock. This is my pick. I love this movie. I've probably seen this movie like 6 or 7 times. You know,
Really?
it teaches kids be grateful. You never know what can happen. You know, the killings were really original.
Does it though?
No, it does it. Does it? Gingerbread men killing people. You know, toys. It was just like a great movie for me. I love horror movies, as everybody knows.
It's always great seeing kids cry when they're bad and they
Yes.
come down and put them in a sack and take off with them.
Well,
You know,
it couldn't be
Home
any.
Alone. I was rooting for the bad guys in Home Alone.
Yeah.
Kevin was a little bad bastard.
This couldn't be any worse than the Christmas movie I watched earlier today. So,
Hey,
No, don't
Krampus
give
is
it
a
away.
classic. All right,
Wait,
buddy. What movie did you watch today?
Okay, go ahead then. Go ahead.
I did my homework that was assigned to me by Jedi, and I watched Santa Jaws.
Oh,
How was it?
And
And it was, I don't know.
Santa
I mean,
Jaws.
words. Yeah, it had some amazing one-liners, but it was not a good movie.
so I remember last week you said, "Oh, it's only $1.99." Now that you,
It was actually free. It was actually
Oh, it
free.
was free. It was
Oh,
free.
it's free.
Okay. I was gonna say it was $1.99 was actually too much. to pay
It's
to
2
watch
hours
it.
you can never get back in your life.
No, it was definitely not good. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it wasn't that good either.
Has everybody
growing
the
on
panel
me.
seen Krampus?
It was pretty bad.
No.
Have you guys all seen Krampus?
I have.
Nope.
Yeah,
I have.
been a while.
Do you know there's
I
a
don't think I've
town
watched-
in
ever watched that one.
Austria? In Austria, they have a parade, a Krampus parade, where they have everybody dressed as Krampus and
Oh, yeah.
people out there
Yeah,
parade.
because it's
In Austria and
folklore.
Germany, it's
it's huge.
keeps it was to keep children in check.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now to keep them in check, you just take their iPhones when they're 3 years old.
I know, right?
All right, next up, Violent Night, released in
Oh,
Oh, this is
2022,
me.
directed by Tommy Wirkola, written by Pat Casey and Josh Miller, starring David Harbour, John Leguizamo, Alex Hassel, Beverly D'Angelo. You can stream it on Prime Video.
Yeah, this was my pick. This is what. Okay, now I remember. Yeah, this is a fun movie. Watching Santa kick people's ass, blow them up, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I want to
know,
see this.
It's actually it's a fun movie. It really is. They had a lot
I
of
love David Harbour.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I was walking. Me and my wife were walking in the village area. We're walking, and he's like, "No, the guy from Stranger Things." So apparently somebody walked into the bank, and I held the door open, and I held the door open, and he didn't say thank you, and I just said, "You fucking jerk." And she goes, "That was the guy from Stranger Things." I'm like, "What? The guy that was a fucking jerk that walked in the bank?" She goes, "No, he walked up in the guy, the white guy." I'm like, and then I said, "David Harbour?" She goes, "Yeah." So we ran. He's talking on the phone. We
Wait,
ran.
it's not the white guy. It's like a million white guys that Stranger Things.
Look, I threw it. But the funny thing was, we ran up, and I ran, and I looked. Yep, and it was him. Like I creeped up alongside. I just like looked. He was on the phone talking. I'm like, oh shit.
Wait, was he the guy you held the door open for?
No, it was somebody else.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I thought you had the door open for him.
No,
He was a
not-
jerk.
No, so
This story
at the
is
same time, my
confusing.
wife told me that
It's like most of Dom's stories.
I held the door open for somebody going into the bank, and the guy didn't say thank you, so I just said fucking jerk. And then my wife just said, "Oh, the guy from
So I spit in his face.
I'm like, what? The guy
So that part of the story was really not important.
You could have left that entire part out.
I know. But anyway,
You went to the bank and saw David Harbour. That's the story.
So I woke up and I had a bagel, and then I went to work.
But it was an everything bagel with cream cheese. But it was garlic cream cheese.
No, but
God, now I want cream
this
cheese on a
movie-
bagel. Thank you. Onion
Right.
movie
cream
was
cheese.
a fun.
You're welcome.
It was a fun movie. I definitely recommend it.
Everything bagel with
I gotta
cream
watch
cheese.
Yeah, no, I've seen this. This was a good movie, and well, since you guys haven't seen it, I'm not going to talk about it too much. But yeah, it was a good movie. Cute little kid in here that kind of wins Santa's heart. So yeah, it's a good movie.
It's definitely a miracle in 34th Street. for
And the door
adults.
handle was cold.
Hey,
I was going there to make a withdrawal so I could go to the store and buy some.
fucking guy. That pisses me off. Fucking guy didn't say thank you. Fuck you, man.
Hey, Qatar. Next up,
Wow.
it was a Wonderful Life, released in 1946, directed by Frank Capra, screenplay by Frank Capra, starring James Reed and Donna Reed. Stream on Prime Video.
That's
Jimmy
that's-
Stewart.
That's James Stewart.
Yeah.
James Stewart.
Yeah, not
Stewart.
James Reed, James Stewart.
You got
God
a
damn it.
little backwards.
It's all right
Indiana,
though. This is
Pennsylvania.
I'm
Show's over,
surprised-
folks.
Time to go home.
Those cat sounds are still going on.
You know, I thought my person would come behind me and check stuff, but yeah.
He's a veteran, Brucifer. God almighty.
It's all good. So anyways, this one was mine. I was
Oh, what are you
surprised,
doing?
Let him talk about his
Yeah.
movie.
right?
Yeah,
Jesus, man.
We've just moved on from that.
Well, I
movie.
mean,
It's been
don't get me
memory
wrong.
already.
It's the greatest Christmas film of all time. I'm
It is a good
surprised I was able to pick it like right off the gate. You know,
Yeah.
usually it's like, oh, that one's been picked. That one's been picked. So, yeah, I absolutely positively love this movie. We watch it every year for Christmas, and yeah, it's
What are
just
we doing?
freaking.
You're just changing it in real time.
Oh, he's changing it right now.
I used to like it every year. NBC
Behind the
would put
scenes,
it
guy.
on.
Behind the scenes. Go ahead. I'm sorry, bro.
But anyways, James Stewart, one of the greatest actors of all time, at least in my opinion. If you haven't seen this movie, you should. It's got that
So-
famous quote: "Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings."
I
Amongst
agree
others.
with Brian 100%. The only reason I didn't pick this one and it was available is because I picked this one on I think one of our Friday shows for movies
Oh,
that I
okay.
thought I would hate and ended
Yeah.
up liking. So I didn't want to pick it again. But yeah, this is probably my second favorite Christmas movie of all time. It's a really good movie.
It was a classic.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Hee-haw.
Great picks so far. Next up, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, released in 2000, directed by Ron Howard, screenplay
Oh,
by
gosh.
Jeffrey Price, Peter Seaman, starring Jim Carrey, Taylor
Peter
Momsen,
Seaman.
Jeffrey
Taylor
Tambor,
I've seen some movies made by Peter Seaman before.
Christine Baranski, Bill Irwin, and Molly Shannon. Rented on Prime Video and Apple TV.
So this is my pick. I don't watch a lot of Christmas movies. I think between It's a Wonderful Life and A Christmas Story, that's pretty much it as far as really, and Santa Jaws, that's pretty much it as far as my Christmas viewing. But so I picked this one. If I'm channel surfing and I come across this one, I will probably watch it for 5 or 10 minutes until I get bored and move on. But I will say this is classic kind of Jim Carrey. I'll still say I'm a Jim Carrey fan, even though he's kind of gone off the not so deep of the pool or whatever. But I still love Jim Carrey's kind of comedy. His antics I think are funny even to this day. So I do like this movie. I will say one thing, and I actually meant to hit up Bruce earlier and ask him, but there's the mother of the daughter in this movie. She plays in a lot of things. She's the Who, the Who child. She's the Who mom of the family or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And all these other actors in here, they have the makeup that makes their nose like flat and have these like very edgy square.
I see where this is going.
She has those features on her own. Have you ever? You know what I'm talking about? I don't know if you pull
Christine
it up.
Baranski. Yeah.
Is that her name?
Yeah.
Christian Baranski, maybe. She didn't even need any of the makeup or cosmetics. She looks like a Who, like every day.
Oh wow, that's diabolical. That's crazy.
Did you pull it up? I don't know if we were.
Yeah. Oh, do you want me to show it to everybody?
Oh, I thought Bruce was pulling it up. Yeah,
I was. I am.
I'm just saying.
I got it. Hopefully, it's the right picture.
Yeah, she looks like a Who all the time. Who mom. Her nose is like kind of like. Anyway.
Where are
I'm scrounging to come up with something to talk about other than Jim Carrey's antics because I mean I don't.
That's just mean.
I don't watch a lot of. I do like this show. There's actually I don't even know where it is. It's probably at like Universal Studios, or someplace. I don't know who owns the rights to this Grinch, but there's a place where kids can go get their pictures taken with the Grinch, and there's I'll call him an actor that dresses up as the Grinch and acts in the Jim Carrey fashion, and they post the videos on YouTube, and I can just watch those things for a good 30 minutes of the kids reacting to those actors acting like Jim Carrey's Grinch. Anyway, you can move on. I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel here, Bruce.
That was almost as bad as Dom's story.
Don't worry, this will be the last week of holiday movies.
I don't think I got another one in me.
Next up, Love Actually, released in 2003, directed and written by Richard Curtis, starring Hugh Grant, Bill Nighy, Liam Neeson, Emma Thompson, Laura Linney, Alan Rickman, Colin Firth, Martin Freeman, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Andrew Lincoln, words are hard, Martine McCutcheon, and Keira Knightley. Can be streamed on Netflix.
You get Andrew Lincoln not killing zombies.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's got Sabe in it, so I'm down. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, this was my pick. This is a fantastic movie. There's so many big actors in this movie, and there's all these different side stories kind of intermingling into one main story. And you got Bill Nighy playing this washed up rock star. I mean, it's a great movie, and it's got Keira Knightley in her prime.
She can bend it like Beckham.
Bend it like Beckham.
I don't know how else to say it. She's hot. No, this is one of those movies that I refused to watch for a long time because it's a chick flick. And when
it's really not.
When I finally watched it, I really enjoyed it. And I'm not saying I'm going to watch it every Christmas, but when I finally watched it, I really enjoyed it. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
really good.
It's pretty good. It's a decent movie.
Yeah, I'm not watching.
That is all. It's good.
I'm good.
I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes.
What the hell?
What was that?
I don't know. Video's been taken down.
Somebody's taking control of Kingdom of Nerds.
All right, we got Scrooged, released in 1998, directed by
classic.
Richard Donner, written by Mitch Glazer and Michael Donahue, starring Bill Murray, Karen Allen, John Forsythe, Bobcat Goldthwait, Carol Kane, Robert Meacham, Michael J. Pollard, and Alfred Woodard. Stream it on Prime Video.
Bobcat.
This one's mine. This is the perfect holiday movie. Bill Murray, can't go wrong. You even get Bill Murray's brother in this, and not the older brother, his younger brother.
Not Brian Murphy, the other Murphy.
Yeah, you
Bill
do
Murray.
get Brian Murphy as well. So you get all three of them. But Carol Kane is phenomenal in it. You get Karen Allen, for God's sakes. Marion Ravenwood, come on, man.
Sure.
It is Bill Murray at his best. I'm not a huge fan of the Christmas Carol story because I've seen it done 8 million times. This is the only version that I truly love.
You don't like the Muppets?
No. And I mean, it was hard for me to choose a movie this week because while I love this movie, I had 2 other movies on my list that nobody would have heard of. So
now
I
you
had
gotta
to get-
tell us. You gotta tell us what movies.
and I will. But this movie in and of itself is a perfect holiday movie. It's funny. It's engaging the whole way through. There's never really any slow periods to this movie. It's perfect. The casting is amazing. Everybody's fantastic in it. You get an old Robert Mitchum in it, for God's sakes. It's Robert fucking Mitchum.
It would be a better place for you.
That date can't be right. This came out way before '98.
Yeah, it did come out well before '98.
Damn, Lucifer.
Don't look at
I
me.
guess I'm gonna have to start doing the slides again.
Thank you. It doesn't help I do the slides an hour before the show.
So yes, my other 2 choices,
Came out in '88, Roofer.
which
Typo.
I don't know. There's one that was extremely obscure and one that was just an old movie, so people wouldn't know them for 2 different reasons. One was The Apartment, which is a great film around the holidays, an old Jack Lemmon film
I was gonna say Joe's Apartment.
with Shirley MacLaine, which is a fantastic movie where Jack Lemmon's boss is
How?
a piece of what?
How am I older than you, Joe? I don't understand. How am I?
It's a fantastic movie. You get a young Shirley MacLaine. Jack Lemmon's boss is a complete and utter asshole and talks Jack Lemmon into letting him use his apartment for his extramarital affairs. And then Jack Lemmon and Shirley MacLaine have this relationship that forms. It's a phenomenal movie. And my other movie was Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas, which is
Emmett Otter.
one of the
Oh yeah, you put that in the chat.
I mean, that's a movie that in elementary school that was played every year right before Christmas break. It was one of my favorite things that Henson did. It's just a nostalgia pick for
Nice.
a hillbilly like
I
me
tried
from
to
the
watch
Appalachians.
after I watched Nightmare Before Christmas and wasn't totally
It was
hated
better
it.
than Santa Joe's.
Probably, yeah.
But it won't be as good as Terrifier 3.
Styx isn't here. But remember when Styx, like that movie? I don't even
Styx
know
is
what show
here.
it was. It's called. Is he? Oh, Styx is here.
He's loading in
That
with
movie
slow internet.
Spirited or whatever. Styx. I tried to watch that movie Spirited. Styx that Styx endorsed, and that movie I could not get past the first 15 minutes of that movie.
Have you seen Scrooged? Jedi?
I've seen Scrooge. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
Yeah,
Scrooge is a
this movie's a
classic.
So
classic.
you've seen Christmas movies.
Yeah.
I
I've
think
seen it.
Styx is on his 56K modem.
Yeah.
he's shoving in the punch cards to get it. Programmed properly before he can
He's
get
gonna
one.
join.
He hasn't
us
even-
over there.
He hasn't even
Somebody's
heard what I
somebody's
said
on
yet.
the line.
He
He's on
got
hold.
disconnected.
He has another 500 yards to run on the treadmill to power it before it comes on.
Send your
While we
AOL
wait for
mouse
Sticks.
Send your
The mouse on the
AOL
wheel
points
quit.
to Sticks.
What do you guys got? What do you guys got planned for the holidays?
Tomorrow I'm taking a chainsaw outside and have to cut up these trees that fell. So
Joe's
that's
cutting
what I got on
firewood.
my list. Yeah, that's what I got on my list.
Well, I'm off. Wednesday. I'm off to Vegas for 4 days, and then come back on Saturday. Get ready for Sunday. Doing a double on Christmas Eve, working Christmas morning, and then double on Tuesday. So how that's kind of working. Need to get that big check for the first of the year.
Nice.
I have
Sticks,
a
are you
feeling
in
I'm going to
darkness?
spend. I have a feeling that I am going to. Me and my son are going to try and sneak out and see Aquaman probably on Saturday, and then of course church service on Sunday, and then we are hosting Christmas dinner at our home, so we will probably spend a lot of this weekend cleaning because my wife is going to.
He was
stress
upside down.
over that.
You really didn't like that movie, did
Yeah. You
I
got to
did
clean.
not. I couldn't get through the first probably 15 minutes of that movie, Sticks. It's just as soon as I saw it was a musical, I was okay. I'm gonna hate this. I really gonna hate this.
I
show.
told you it was a
Yeah.
musical. I told you it was a musical.
I forgot until I started watching it.
Did you have to run to the grocery store to get a new AOL CD? There, Sticks to get on.
What's up with the internet, dude?
I use Net Zero. Thank you very much.
You can't hear. See, and also your connection too. It's like you talk and the first
There's a
couple of words
delay.
you say are very quiet, and you
Can you not hear me?
we can hear you, but as you
Oh,
talk,
okay.
it goes in and out.
He's just building dramatic tension.
At least he's not
I'm,
Max Headroom. He's not Max Headrooming again like he did the other day.
Do you believe?
I have a late entry for holiday movie from Sticks. Right, not that one.
Oh, geez.
Conquers the Martian.
Santa Claus.
Known as one of the worst
Martian.
movies ever made.
All right, where can I watch that one? I'll try that one, Sticks, instead of the other one. Where can I find it?
Made in
I'll look that
1964. Directed by Nicholas Webster, starring John Cole, Leonard Hicks, Vixen Beck, Bill McCutcheon, Victor Stiles, Donna Conforti. And here is a screenshot of this
Why
wonderful
do the
movie.
aliens look like?
Is that Don Knotts? Did you say Don Knotts played in this?
That's the cover from the Dell, right, Sticks? Because there's a Dell comic of this.
Yeah.
The aliens look like Gazoo from the Flintstones.
So you can probably find this on YouTube. I'm pretty
Tubi?
sure.
Tubi.
Yeah, definitely Tubi.
Tubi Plus. Tubi Plus.
This does look like something you'd find on Mystery Science Theater, actually. Yeah, 100%.
I don't discourage watching the Mystery Science Theater.
It is on
3000
Tubi.
version. Yeah.
Of course, it's on Tubi.
Why does that kid look like Mickey Rooney?
I don't know.
That kid looks like Don Knotts as a child. That's who that kid looks like.
Looks like Mickey Rooney if he got kicked in the back of the head by a horse.
Oh, geez, that's horrible.
No, but this is known as one of the worst movies ever made. So for its campiness, it is worth it.
You guys know everything. Where can I find this 8-Bit Christmas? Because I want to watch that since I've heard it's like the best Christmas movie ever. Where can you find
it? Was that on
HBO
Netflix?
Max?
Oh, it's on
It was on
Max.
one of the streaming services.
I think it was on HBO Max or Disney Plus. It was one or the other.
I gotta
I
find
don't think it was Disney.
I want to say it was Disney Plus. Seriously, 8-Bit Christmas is awesome. It's kind of like a redone version of the Christmas.
It's
Story
on Max.
video. Okay.
All right. Well, I guess it's time to subscribe to Max again.
Yeah, now you can get homework.
Yeah. As long as it's not a musical, I'll be all right.
With 8-bit music.
What's this about, Sticks?
So Martians are trying to they capture Santa Claus, and they're trying to get these kids are trying to get Santa Claus back to Earth, pretty much.
I'm pretty sure the title is pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah. Santa Claus wins over.
Sounds like an episode of The Simpsons.
Oh God. It should have been Mars.
I mean, you
You should do Mars, Santa Claus, Mars Attacks.
That would be really good.
But this is great for a movie that's as bad and campy and cheesy as that, to also be able to have a Dell comic of the movie is pretty awesome.
I agree with that.
That's funny.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling.
So I think that is it for tonight. Thank you everyone for showing up.
Wait, Sticks just got here. We got to start over from the beginning.
How do you feel about John Major, Sticks?
No, listen,
roll the news again.
You can watch it on the replay.
Rewind the time.
Fuck. Thank you everyone for showing up. Please hit that like button. Subscribe if it's first time viewing. If you're watching on Instagram and X, please head over to YouTube, Kingdom of Nerds. Subscribe to the channel. You can subscribe to Renovision. You'll catch 95% of this panel on there. You'll catch Brian Master and None on his channel, and Movie Madness Entertainment. Catch Red 5 also on Heroes After Dark. And he does some nice unboxings and rips. I guess they call rips, right? They call rips. We'll be back Friday. I don't know. I have no idea what he does.
He goes on a live stream and rips them, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. We'll be back Friday for the other show where be mainly comics and news and other collectibles. And to catch Get Off My Lawn at 9:30 on Friday. And then Monday, because it's Christmas, I don't know if we're going to do a full show, but definitely me and Sticks are doing a Doctor Who Christmas special review.
Yes.
With the magic pen.
Jesus.
So if eating a lot doesn't put you to sleep, just tune
How you
in.
work that, man? Doctor Who.
Wow.
Sticks will be all that night. So until then, like, subscribe, have fun, enjoy your holidays. If I don't see you or hear from you, have a good night, everyone.